Good morning, everybody. So what I was hoping for you to do on today, Friday's lesson, is to go get out the work that you did on Tuesday and Wednesday for you to take into school for next week. And I just wanted to go through the questions and give you a few little hints for each one. And I just want you to watch the video and pause it as you go and make any little corrections, just so that when you take your work in next week, you've got a little bit more to mark and a little bit more of a basis of knowing what's going on in each question. So the first question said, write 36 as a product of prime factors. So this is one of those questions where you want to make a tree. So you ask yourself, what goes into 36? For example, 4 times 9 is 36. And then because 4 and 9 are not prime, you'd split those up. You might have chose different numbers. Instead of 4 and 9, you might have chosen 3 and 12. That's absolutely fine. 3 is a prime number, so you don't need to split it up. 12 splits up into 3 and 4. And then to finish the question, to write it as a product, you would have to write 36 equals 3 times 3 times, and then the final 2. Pause the video if you need to make any corrections. This question, it says that Kira is 7 years older than Jay, and Marthia is twice as old as Kira. So it all comes down to Jay. But the problem is we don't know how old Jay is. But what we always do in maths when we don't know something like that is we always say, okay, well, let's just call Jay X. Well, if Jay is X and Kira is 7 years older than Jay, then Kira is X plus 7. And if Martha is twice as old as Kira, then she's going to be double this. Double X, 2X, double 7, 14. And then we know that the sum, that just means add up. The sum of all their ages is 77. So if I want to add up these, X plus 7 plus 2X plus 4, that will give me 77. Well, if I add these two together, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 X's, and then I've got 11 equals 77. And then from there, I just solve that like a normal equation. I would start by moving the 11 by taking away 11 from both sides. That leaves me with 4x equals 66. And then my very last step would be to divide by 4. And then the last part of the question is find the ratio of J to Kira. So I'd take that answer for X and put them back in to find the ratio just for these two. Hope that helps. Pause the video if you need to make any corrections. Okay, this question is all about knowing the angles and knowing the reasons. It's not enough just to have the answers. You have to be able to write the words as well. So we are looking for angle ABF. So the first rule we're going to use is that this angle here is 35 degrees. That's because vertically opposite angles are equal. And you have to write that down somewhere on your page. You also need to realise that this shape here is a parallelogram. And that tells you that this angle here is 75 because opposite angles in a parallelogram are equal. Now, if you know these two, you know what angles in a triangle add up to, so you can use those two to find the angle of ABF is 70. Hope that helps. Pause the video and make any corrections you need to. The final question, it's all about realising that the formula you need to use here, this is all about area, so your formula is pi r squared. You also really need to realise that in this problem, there are 1, 2, 3 circles. So a good way to start this problem is to think about them. You've got the big circle. For the big circle, your area is going to be the radius squared. Well, the radius of the blue circle is all of that. So that's going to be 10 squared times by pi. That is 100 pi. For the green one, my area, well, the radius of the green one is this. So that's going to be 7 squared times by pi. That is 49 pi. Then it says, then we've got to find the red one. The red area, well, the red one is just 4. So that is 4 squared times by pi, which is 16 pi. It then says, she says that exactly a third of the logo is shaded. So let's think about this shaded bit. We get the area of the shaded section. That area then, we get that by doing the green one, take away the red one. So that is going to be the green one, 49 pi, take away the red one, 16 pi. That's going to give you an answer of 33 pi. So she says that that's 1/3 of the whole thing. Well, that's 33 pi out of the whole area, which is 100 pi. The pi's cancel, and that gives you 0.33, which is not equal to 1/3, because 1/3 equals 0.33333, which is not exactly the same. So to answer that question, you had to fill in all those bits of information. Okay, I'm going to pause the video now because it takes ages to upload to YouTube if I do it for too long. But I'm going to do the same thing on a second video for the second half of that paper. Hope you found this helpful. Don't forget to make those corrections. Look forward to getting it marked on Monday. Take care.